actually it's not good morning, it's good afternoon. We have 5 more minutes for morning, eh? Okay, I have an amazing and delicious meal to show you. I know I'm coming a little late, but it's been a very busy morning this morning. The prima cosa, the first thing is the fadale. This is going to be a one-pot dish, and I hope that you all can see me. Hello. Here, let me bring myself up a little bit. I want you guys to see me and also see what I'm doing. Okay, wait a minute. Here we go. All right. So what I'm going to show you today, they are going to be chicken breast. Chicken legs. And we're going to take the skins off, and I'll show you how to do that. But the first thing that I want to do first is to show you how to make this amazing, delicious, it's not a sauce, but we are going to be using that to marinate everything, and it's also going to be cooking in that marinade, and we're going to be using extra marinade because we're going to be brushing the chicken as we cook them, and it's going to be a 425. So right now I'm just going to prep for later. Today's a very busy morning, it's a Monday, and let me go grab my glasses because I want to introduce you to this wonderful thing that is called coconut aminos. Coconut aminos. And what this is a soy-free seasoning sauce. It's 73% less sodium than soy sauce. So for those that are watching the salt, this is very good. So this is a diabetic friendly meal that I make this, and my husband absolutely loves it. So the first thing I'm going to do is do the marinade first, okay? So what we want to do is we want to take, I am going to be using, my husband just walked by and took my, he still takes my breath away. After 26 years. If your garlic is small, I would use 4 cloves. If your garlic is very big, then I would use 3 cloves. So the first thing that we want to do is to mince this, okay? And there goes coffee. I only have 1 cup of coffee. Been so busy today. I hope everybody had a nice weekend. I did. It was Father's Day weekend. And since, you know, we're all staying home and not going anywhere, all we did is eat. And that's a good thing. So I am going to be, you know, what we want to do is we really want to mince el ajo. Remember, ajo. Okay, we're going to mince this ajo. I hope that you guys can see what I'm doing. I can never tell, you know, this new phone. Oh, mamma mia, I try to figure it all out, you know, but technology. So what we want to do is, well, I have a 2-cup Pyrex here. I'm not going to be using 2 cups of the whole thing, but it makes it a lot easier because, you know, that's me in the jarra. Gotta have the jarra, because this is going to be for me to use it to baste later. So I'm going to make enough for the dish and also to baste. Okay. So anyway, so this morning it was not the morning, you know, that you want to have, but sometimes, you know, a lot of people having a lot of problems, the challenges, and it could be, you know, it could be health related, it could be mind related, and we need to really start thinking positive. Because, you know, the more negativity that we think about, the more negativity we bring to ourselves, and we want to stay positive. And I know it's not easy, guys. I know it's not easy. And especially, you know, with every day, you know, cases rising and all these other things, you know, with this disease, this whatever this thing is, you know. And so, but we have to stay positive. So now we're going to be positive. Okay, so now I have quite a bit of garlic in here because I'm going to be using it to marinate everything, and I'm also going to be using it to baste. So I'm just going to make it just for 1. So how many garlic? I used about 4 or 5, you know, garlic cloves. You know, the more garlic it's better because garlic is high in antioxidant and antibiotics, and we need this right now. Yes, we need this right now to keep us healthy. Healthy is what needs to be the priority right now. Aspetta. I am getting too excited over here. Oh, mamma mia. Okay, so now, you know, I'm gonna take my glasses off because it makes it a lot easier, cooler. And I'm just gonna add some spezie. How much spezie? It depends on how hot you want things. I like it a little spicy. I'm a little spicy girl. Okay, and now onto this, I have a beautiful orange, and I definitely want to take everything that this orange is going to give me. And I always have a spare one just in case it doesn't want to give me the juice. This one is a juicy one. This one I am not sure. I am using all organic. Sometimes it's less expensive. And what I really want to do is I really want to use the entire orange zest. It's going to be delicious, this meal. This meal will have green beans, will have a sliced red onion. Oh yeah! And it's going to have some chicken legs, you know, not so expensive, in an expensive meal. And it's you know, sweet and sour, not sour, there's no sour on here, it's sweet. And kids love sweet. So if some of it gets on your board, see this? I hope that you guys can see this. I'm sure I do. When I look back, I see myself. Wow, come back here. The orange wanted to leave. Whoa! It's so big. I have a little hands, and this is a big orange. You know, it gets out of my hands. You stay with me, eh? Don't go nowhere. You're making me crazy, eh? You stay right here because I need every bit of you. You're a big orange because I need you. Yes, I need you. I need you. Okay. So now that I need the orange, we take the orange. Okay, I know it's very big. I know it's not going to fit in this. Mamma mia. What am I going to do? Oh, wait. Let me show you something. First of all, let me see if it's here. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, it's one of these things. You know, it just goes in here like this. And don't worry if there's a little bit, you know, of seeds in there. They're not going to grow in your stomach. When I was little, I used to think that if you ate the seeds, they would grow in your stomach, you know? Well, that's how I thought. What? I don't know. Okay, so then this right here, I'm going to chop this up for later and put it into my garden. Because, you know, my tomatoes are still struggling. They still want to make tomatoes. So they're going to get a nice dose today of more eggshells and the orange. And, you know, my father, when he will go fishing, you know, the heads of the fish, he will cut them all up and he will put it all in the ground. Okay, so now, you know, a nice orange, how much juice does it give you? A little bit of, close to 4 ounces. You know, I am not measuring. You know, today it's Easy Monday. I gotta have an easy Monday, mamma mia. Con tutte le cose che stanno passando, money, non so ciò che sta avvenendo. Oh, what did I say? I said with everything that's happening in the world, I don't know anymore. Oh! Okay, so now I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Yes. Okay, yes, olive oil in orange, yes, trust me. I hope that you guys are making some of this deliciousness that I make it for you, eh? So right now I'm going to eye it. If I want to put a little bit more, I mean, you know what, I am just going to put the 3 tablespoons because I am using tablespoon, a regular tablespoon. I don't have to, you know, take out the measure, clean the measure. I'm not in the mood today, okay? I'm tired. And we're not allowed to be tired. Okay, now I take a pinch of salt. Put a little pinch of salt in there. Very simple transaction. Very easy, very easy. Okay, so now I got this. And now we're going to use some apricot preserves. Because my husband is a diabetic, I have a lower sugar apricot preserve and then I have a regular, so I'm going to be using both. So I'm going to use one, maybe 2 of the less sugar and 1 of the other, so I can get the good flavor of the apricot. Okay, so now aspetta. Oh, you guys are learning aspetta very well. I wait, you know. Okay, so now, because of that, I'm not going to use this, but I will take, I would say that that's 2 tablespoons of that. And I say that this will be a tablespoon of this, because this is going to marry with everybody. So 2 tablespoons of the apricot, if you're watching your sugar, the low, and then this one is the regular, okay? And then we have this beautiful amino acid, because it's better for people with diabetes. Now, you can use soy sauce, okay? So you can use soy sauce. So what I'm going to do is, I absolutely love this. So I'm just going to add 1, 2, and 3, because I love it. And it's very flavorful to me. And I've been using it for a while, as you can see. I use this. And sometimes, you know, I will use a little soy sauce, but not very often. So what you want to do is you really, let me grab a fork, because I think a fork is working better. Okay, we're just going to mix this really, really good. Let me show it to you. See that, what we're doing here, guys? Oh, yeah. And this is going to make a beautiful glaze, you know, and your chicken is going to be so happy. And chicken legs for this with bone. Oh yeah, wait, it's delicious. It's really, really a very tasty, delicious. And you gotta, you know, be patient with this, because you have to break the wonderful preserves, this marvelous apricots. And the apricots are so yummy. And I have done this also with fresh apricots, but it doesn't come out as good. So now what I want to do is I want to take, we gotta taste. You know, we gotta taste, guys. We have to taste. Oh, it's got such an amazing flavor, but I want to add a little bit more of the amino acids. You know, again, you know, I'm just playing it. How does it taste? It should taste some tangy, and I'm going to use the back spoon of this to taste. That's good. Okay, so now make sure that you get the preserves mixed in there. You don't want chunks. You want to mix it up in there. Okay, so now let me clear the decks. Actually, I'm going to need the decks, but not this. All right, so now let's just kind of wipe the decks. All right, so now that I have that, I am going to go get my chicken out of the refrigerator. And what I do is I take it out of the freezer, okay? And it's semi-frozen. So it's still semi-frozen. And then what I'm going to do is, I know that I have a paring knife. I am just going to grab my chicken like so, okay? And I am going to use my paring knife, and I'm just going to go under the chicken. Okay, and sometimes, and I've showed you this, you could just pick it up. Let me grab a paper towel. And you can go like this. You could pull it out, and it comes right out, and I'm going to put it in a bowl like so. Okay, so, you know, kind of, you know, if frozen works really well, and it will defrost in the refrigerator with the rest of everybody else, so it's okay. Okay, pull it out, okay, it comes right off. Very simple transaction. You know, a lot of chefs will take the skin, will clean it up really well, and will crisp it up. I am not going to do that today. So I'm not doing the skin thing. So, you know, you can use your paring knife to kind of cut a little bit there, but you really need to get in here. And it's nice and cold, so it keeps you nice and refreshed. Especially if you have hot flashes. You know, I thought mine were all gone at 63, and they came back like a vengeance. So you see that? So if your chickens are really very large, I would use 4. It depends on how many you have in your family. This is going to carry tomorrow for lunch too. I always like to make more, because in that way it carries. And I don't have to cook lunch. Because you know we do eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner in questa casa. Questa casa, in this house. Questa casa. Okay, I know this takes a little time, guys, but you know what? I just want to show you, it does take a little time. But you know, you can take the skins out, or you can have your butcher do that. Nowadays, you know, we go into a store, we grab what we need, and then we get out as fast as we can. Run for the hills! All right, so now, this little last piece, just use your little paring knife. And it's always, you know, sometimes they come easy, sometimes they don't. That's how life is. Sometimes life is easy, sometimes life is not. And we gotta roll with the punches. Sometimes I don't want to roll with the punches because I don't want to punch anybody. I'm a peacemaker. All right, so now I'm done with this and I'm done with this. And I'm not done with this yet, okay? So this, right now, it's okay. But my hands, I'm gonna rinse my hands real quick. Because God forbid if you don't wash your hands, eh? It's all about the chicken, mamma mia. I remember in the old days, chicken would be laying out and nothing would happen. Now, mamma mia, you leave your chicken for 5 minutes and it already has something on it. Oh, go figure that one out, I don't know. All right, so what I want to do to this, okay, to the chicken, is we are just going to add some of this, okay, some of this juice. Oh, yes. You see that? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab 2 spoons, because it's a lot easier that way. And I'm just going to get my guys to get in there like so. See that? See what we're doing? Okay, perfect. Okay, we're gonna put that on the side. Okay, so now guys, we used the plate. I have not really used this too much. So, but if you're concerned, let me give it a rinse. Because I want to make sure that no pollo, chicken, pollo. Okay, so now I got my board. Now you want to get yourself a nice baking dish. Okay, now I'm going to put it right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I hope that you can. You know, I cannot see. All I see is me. I hope that you guys can see what I'm doing because that's more important than me. Okay, so what I have here is fingerling potatoes, some green beans, and 1 entire red onion that I sliced and cried earlier, so you guys don't have to do that. So now, to this, although we have that beautiful sauce, I'm just going to add just a little bit of, tiny bit of olive oil. Tiny bit of olive oil, okay? And then I am going to take my brush, and I'm just going to brush it like so. Just want to make sure that nothing is going to stick. I want all my deliciousness to stay in here. Okay, so now that I have that deliciousness, so what I want to do is I want to take my chicken, you know, that I already started, you know, that it's already got that beautiful sauce. Okay, let me get that chicken, bring it over here. Let me put this over here so maybe you guys can see better. Okay, so I am going to take my chicken that I have here and keep mixing it up really good. But what I want to do is I am going to lay the onions on the bottom first. Woo! Okay, that takes care of that. Oh, wow. Just like these. And these are all organic onions. They're all on here. Okay, so then what I'm going to do now is I am going to take each one of these chicken legs, and I'm going to show you how I am going to do them. You know, one leg go this way, the other way go that way, like so. Okay, so they all going to fit. They should all fit. You know, and don't be afraid to use your hands, guys. I mean, you know what? I'm going to use my hands. I am not afraid. I am not afraid of the chicken police. They've been fired. And then just go ahead and pour, because we don't want to lose anything on here, okay? Okay, so for now, we're going to take these on the side, put those on the side. We have the green beans, and we're going to add the green beans in here. I mean, you know what? They're all going to be in the refrigerator. Don't worry about nothing going on in here, okay? It can be in one dish. I know some people are like, oh my gosh, what about the chicken stuff? Don't you get stuff in the chicken? Oh, well, you know what? No, because it's going to be in the refrigerator. Put some of this over here as well, because they're all going to be covered with this deliciousness. Okay? See what I'm doing? All right, so I'm going to put that on the side, because what I want to do is I want to take my fingerling potatoes. And what I'm going to do to these guys is I'm going to hold them like so. Watch, safety first. And cut them in half. Stick them in with the green beans, because this is all going to carry the flavor all the way around. How many potatoes? It depends on how many potatoes you want. I am using the fingerling, you know, they look like fingers, okay? So I like, they used to come in different colors. Now they only have them in 2 different colors, you know. Oh, it's okay, you know, hey. There's too much to worry about in this world and to having different colored potatoes, okay? I am not going to stress out over a potato. I got too many other things to worry about. Like this thing that keeps moving. All right, so how many potatoes? I'm not sure, because these potatoes can always be used for some other day. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing. I got my 2 spoons. Okay, oh, look how beautiful this is looking. And everything is in one pot. 425 degrees. Every 20 minutes you are going to kind of take it out and baste it. Baste the chicken. And then, you know, if you want at the end, you can take some of this apricot and you can just, you know, mix it with a little bit of olive oil, and then you can take your brush, you know, and you can brush your chicken, you know, for presentation. Okay, so now I am going to clear the decks over here, put that in there, and I want to bring this to your attention over here, because now what I want to do is I'm going to use my hands, and I want to put them on the bottom, you know, lift up my little chicken. Oh man, wait till you see this. This is going to be delicious. It's so delicious. It's so tasty. And it's really a wonderful diabetic delight, because it's got the sweetness. And wait till I show you this, guys. It's absolutely beautiful. And make sure that you get all your yumminess. Okay, all your yumminess goes in here. Okay, let me grab this off. My hands. It sounds like I'm breaking dishes, but they're not being broken. So you see this, guys? You see that? All right, so now what I want to do is I am going to take my brush. Well, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use, there's a little bit more of that. See, make sure that it's very well incorporated. All right, I'm going to take a spoon, and I am just going to add a spoonful to each chicken leg. I'm going to cover this baby. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, okay? And then I have some more for me to continue to baste in the jar, okay? So now, how do you cook this? 425 degree oven. So what I would do, guys, is I would take this out of the refrigerator when the oven is heating up. Once the oven is completely heated, okay, you are going to take these, you're going to cover this. Actually, I'm going to cover this with foil right now. because I am going to cover a 425 for approximately about 20 minutes. Then after the 20 minutes, I am going to uncover it. All right, I'm not going to cover it back. I'm going to uncover it. All right, so you're going to uncover it after the 20 minutes, and then you will take your, your brush, and you will brush your little babies so they stay so yummy. And then right before you serve them, you can take apricot with a little bit of olive oil, and it will be you can serve it with the potatoes, the green beans, the onions, and the chicken. So guys, I don't have a name for this yet. I will have one. But I want to thank you so much for joining me today on my beautiful cucina. I bring you lots of love from Mia Cucina to your cucina. Thank you so much for joining me today. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I hope that you guys will love this. It's an easy thing. It's all about the oven, and the rest of the day you can do whatever you want, okay? I love you guys. You take care. You should be gentle, be kind, be loving. Okay, Belly. Ciao, ciao, ciao.